Love Island USA episode 2 has wrapped. Let's have a little recap. So we ended yesterday with raise your hand if you want to get to know the new bombshell. And Ace, Taylor, Nick, Austin, and Yulissa all raised their hands. The new bombshells, Charlie and Sierra, who they hadn't seen but had come around and kissed them. They raised their hands, but the bombshells could choose whoever. So Charlie chose Shelly and and Sierra chose Nick. They went to the hideaway, spent the night there, and had like a nice day, each of them, whatever. After the kissing was happening and the kissing challenge game, some people were kind of disclosing like who they went to kiss, being honest with either the friends or like the person they're coupled up with. So that was that going. Lots of other just like get to knows in the episode. Also kind of a no explanation, which you kind of like sometimes. It's kind of funny. Welcome back to Love Island. Yulissa has left the villa. So she's been kicked out. There's been some stuff coming out about her. So bye-bye Yulissa. Ace is now single. In the evening time, it's the recoupling, and you have to raise your hand or stand up if you want to couple up with one of the new bombshells. None of the girls stand up for Charlie, but all of the boys, apart from Jeremiah, stand up to couple up with Sierra. Ace has to kind of do it by default because, again, Yulissa has been kicked off, so he's single. Sierra ends up picking Nick, and that is that. So Jeremiah, though, is the one person who doesn't stand up for the boys, or the girls even who didn't stand up either. And Huda and Jeremiah, there's a lot going on here. They're either going to do really well or they're going to crash and burn. After the kissing challenge, she like right away told him, like he asked, but she told him like, I didn't stand up for anybody, and they had a whole debrief moment about it. He was kind of questioning it at first, was feeling a little territorial or whatever. I feel like Huda's trying to give the benefit of the doubt to things. We have to remember though, this man is a cheater, so even though he seems like kind of like the rose tinted glasses, he seems wonderful. There obviously has been problems in his past before. Also, she hasn't told him that she is a mother. I feel like that's something in the Love Island Villa, things move very, very fast. I feel like that's something that needs to be like shared soon, because if he doesn't want to be a part of that, I think that's okay, but it's something that probably needs to come out sooner rather than later. So they're moving quickly, and they're like, kind of they're not closed off, but it almost feels that way. Sierra pulled him for a chat, and then Huda like walked by, stood in this spot like so he can see him, and after a couple minutes or who knows how long, she like walked up and was like, hey baby, can I pull you for a chat? Kind of like just like, again, both of them are kind of really like holding on to each other, and yeah, they could really be in deep like with each other right away, but again, it's either going to go really well or it's going to crash and burn horribly, so we'll see. And again, with the whole Jeremiah was the one who didn't stand up, Huda was kind of like maybe trying to defend her girls in a weird way. It was like, you guys need some men. These are boys. And Alandria quickly was like, oh, we're fine. Cut that out. We'll have a little talk later. And then the preview for next week, for tomorrow rather, is like maybe a little conversation. Huda's feeling a little bad. I don't know. So there's a lot going on, especially with Huda and Jeremy, but there's a lot to... So only episode 2.